So next we can see the chemical properties of water. Okay, chemical properties of water. So before going to chemical properties of water, one concept that is we can see already orthohydrogen and parahydrogen, isn't it? Orthohydrogen and parahydrogen. So when ortho and parahydrogen is formed, whenever a hydrogen molecule is formed, the spin of the proton either in same direction or in opposite direction. So ortho and parahydrogen can differ only in the spin of the protons. Same one in water also two forms. In water also two forms, that is ortho water and para water. Okay, ortho water and para water. So in your book, do you know? Okay, and the so you can know that ortho water and para water. So ortho water meaning spin of proton in the same direction. Okay, this is nuclear spin. So nuclear spin in same direction meaning that is ortho water. Okay, if the nuclear spin in opposite direction, if the nuclear spin in opposite direction, that is para water. Okay, so new concept OPR ratio, that is ortho para ratio. So ortho para ratio in earth is 3. Okay, so that is ortho water 3:1. One is para water. Okay, so this will be asked in one word question. OPR means ortho para ratio. Sorry students. In here, what is the value? 3. Okay. So, if the temperature is lower, para water exists more. Para water exists more in comets and interstellar clouds. Interstellar clouds meaning two adjacent stars. Okay, so star ku adjective தான் நம்ம என்ன சொல்லுவோம், interstellar அப்படினு சொல்லுவோம். Okay, so இதுல para water exists more than ortho water. Okay ma? So OPR ratio na என்னன்னு தெரியுதாமா? Ortho para ratio. So ortho water, para water and ortho para ratio in air is equal to 3. That is the ratio 3:1. As the temperature is lower here, temperature is lower, which water exists more? Para water exists more than ortho water. Okay. Next, we can see the chemical properties, some chemical properties of water. Okay, ma? Chemical properties of water. So first one, reaction with metals. Reaction with metals. So first, with alkali metals. With alkali metals. So do you all know what are the elements in alkali metals, or what are the elements in group 1? Okay, we can see that. Okay, first video how we can justify the position of hydrogen in the periodic table. So hydrogen begins both alkali metal as well as halogen. So in the periodic table, so group 1, group 2, okay, then 3 to 12, 13 to 18 and inert gases. So we can see group 1 and group 2. Okay, so group 1, group 2. You can know, isn't it? Vertical columns called group, horizontal rows called periods. So group 1, group 2 elements. Group 1 elements are called as alkali metals. Okay. Group 2 elements called as alkaline earth metals. Alkaline earth metals. Okay. Group 1 and group 2. Okay. So what are the elements in group 1? Yes, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. What are the elements? Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. So francium is a radioactive element. What are the elements in group 2? That is alkaline earth metals. Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. Okay. So radium is a radioactive element. Be meaning beryllium. Okay. Mg meaning magnesium. Ca is calcium. Sr strontium. Ba barium. Ra radium. From the name itself you can know radium is a radioactive element. Okay. First, reaction of water with alkali metals. Any alkali metals you can check. Okay. If lithium is taken. Okay. So lithium is one of the alkali metals. Okay. Reacts with water. Reacts with water. Okay. So condition, cold condition. Okay. So what will be formed? The product is lithium hydroxide plus hydrogen gases evolved. LiOH name is lithium hydroxide. Lithium hydroxide. So, lithium alkali metals react with water condition, cold condition, forming lithium hydroxide. So, whenever we can write the equation, suddenly you can balance the equation. So, here Li 1 Li, oxygen 1, oxygen 1, hydrogen 2, here hydrogen 3. Okay, so you can balance. So, 2 Li plus 2 H2O. Okay. So how many Li? 2 Li. So Li2, here also Li2. Lithium is balanced. Here oxygen 2. Here oxygen 2. Oxygen is balanced. Hydrogen 2 2s are 4. Here 2, here 2. So now the equation is balanced. Okay. So this lithium hydroxide is more soluble. Okay. Or you can write sodium. Sodium reacts with water, cold. Okay. So forming sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen. Okay. So you can balance. So here too. You cannot memorize these numbers. Students, you must remember these numbers cannot memorize because so many equations are in your book. So don't memorize. You can memorize just what are the reactants and what are the products. If any catalyst is involved or temperature or pressure, that will be you memorize. But You cannot memorize these numbers. Okay, so you can write the reactions and write the products. Reactions formula, products formula should be written correctly. Then you can balance. That will be correct. Okay. So here also 2NaOH. So sodium hydroxide is more soluble in water. Okay, ma? So first reaction, listen students. So reaction with alkali metals. Okay. So what are the elements in alkali metals? Repeatedly you can say like this. In group 1 or alkali metals, in group 1 metals are called alkali metals. What are the elements? Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Okay. So what are the elements in group 2? You can memorize beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. Okay. So second one, reaction with alkaline earth metals. Hydrogen reacts with alkaline earth metals. So here first element is what? Beryllium. Okay. This element, first element, behaves anomalous. Anomalous meaning differ. The first element beryllium differs from other elements. Okay. So avoiding beryllium, we can write either magnesium reacts with water or calcium reacts with water or strontium reacts with water or barium reacts with water. So except beryllium, all other elements and radium also it cannot react. So except beryllium and radium, all other elements in group 2 reacts with water. Okay. So we can write magnesium. Example, magnesium. Okay. Magnesium reacts with water. Okay. Condition hot, forming hydroxide. So formula magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide formula MgOH twice. Why? Because lithium hydroxide, lithium outermost valency is 1 plus 1. So here also 1, here cancel. So formula is LiOH. Here magnesium hydroxide formula MgOH twice plus H2. So why can we put arrow upward direction? If we put arrow upward, that denotes gas. Okay. So now we can balance the equation. So Mg1 oxygen, here 1, here 2. So 2 Mg plus 2 H2O. So here also 2. So Mg is 2. Now Mg is 4. Okay. So Mg, here hydrogen is 4. Here hydrogen 2. Here also hydrogen 2. Okay. Hydrogen is balanced. Oxygen 2. Here also oxygen 2. Now the equation is balanced. So MgO name is magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide. Compared to lithium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide is less soluble. Okay, ma? So first one, listen. These conditions are written in your book. It is given in the word. You can write this equation and the condition. First one, reaction with alkali metals. Alkali metals react with water, cold condition, forming hydroxide which is more soluble. Next one, reaction with alkaline earth metals. Okay, alkaline earth metal react with water, condition, hot condition, forming magnesium hydroxide that is less soluble. Okay, then reaction with transition metals. Reaction with third reaction with transition metals. Okay. Third one with transition metals. Okay. Transition elements or transition metals. So in the periodic table, group 3 to 12. Group 3 to 12 elements are known as transition elements. Transition elements or D block elements Okay. So some examples are given. Transition metals. Okay. So lead and copper decompose water at white heat. Okay. So white heat means temperature is very high temperature only lead and copper react or decompose water. Okay. Next transition element example iron is given. Okay. So iron symbol Fe. So Fe reacts with water. This water is in condition steam condition. Okay. Vapor form la irukona appo iron adu kuda react agum forming oxides. Fe3O4 plus H2. Okay. So first two reactions with alkali metals as well as alkaline earth metals, water reacts and forming hydroxide. Okay. Here transition element react with water forming oxide and evolution of hydrogen. Okay students. So this is the condition of water with transition metals. So lead and copper decompose water at white heat. White heat means temperature is very high temperature. Okay, high temperature only reaction takes place. If the element is iron, iron also belongs to transition elements. It reacts with water in condition steam condition. Okay, forming oxide and evolution of hydrogen. Okay, ma? So these are the three reactions. First one reaction with alkali metals. Second one reaction with alkaline earth metals. Third one reaction with transition metals. In your book, these headings are not given. It's given in the paragraph. Okay. So you can read the paragraph and write the heading. Yes. First one reaction with alkali metals. Because lithium belongs to alkali metal. Okay. Forming hydroxide. That hydroxide which is more soluble. Second one heading reaction with alkaline earth metals. Okay. Alkaline earth metals with water condition hot forming hydroxide which is less soluble. Third one reaction with transition metals. So these two are written. So transition element reacts with water steam condition forming oxide. Here you cannot write hydroxide. That should be wrong. Okay. So now the question arises, all the metals can react with water or not? No. Certain metals do not react with water. Okay, ma? This will be asked in one word question. So what are the metals that do not react with water? Okay, ma? What are the metals that do not react with water? What are they? That is silver. Ag is silver. Au gold. Hg mercury. Pg platinum. So these are collectively called as noble metals. These metals are collectively known as noble metals. So what are the noble metals? Silver, gold, mercury, platinum. Or what are the metals that do not react with water? Gold, silver, platinum, mercury. Okay. The metal which does not react with water is 4 options are given. If there any option containing noble metal option, so you can select the option. Okay, ma? Non-metals. Reaction with non-metals. Okay. Second one, reaction with non-metals. Non-metals also sulfur. S is sulfur, comma P. P is phosphorus. No reaction with water. Sulfur and phosphorus have no reaction with water. Okay. If carbon is taken, carbon which is a non-metal, so it reacts with water. So this water also steam condition. Okay. So in presence of copper, so what will you get? CO plus H2. That is water gas. Okay. So non-metal like carbon reacts with water. Water condition also steam condition. In presence of catalyst copper, water gas is obtained. If carbon reacts with water, water condition is in steam and the catalyst is copper. Okay. One example, another example also given. Non-metallic compounds reaction with water. Non-metallic compounds. Okay. So carbon compounds, carbonate. CO2 meaning carbon dioxide. CO3 2 minus. Okay. This is carbonate. So reacts with water, forming OH minus, okay, plus HCO3 minus. Here 2 minus, here also 2 minus. Oxygen, here 3, here 1 4, here 3 oxygen, here only 4. Hydrogen 2, carbon 1, carbon 1. Okay. OH minus is hydroxide. Okay. HCO3 minus is bicarbonate. Okay. Can you understand, students? Can you understand? Carbonate reacts with water, forming hydroxide and bicarbonate. Okay, ma? So these are the reaction of hydrogen with non-metals. Here reaction with non-metallic compounds. Okay. So what are the metals that do not react with water? Noble metals, gold, silver, platinum, mercury. And what are the non-metals that do not react with water? Sulfur and phosphorus. Okay. Next one, reaction with halogens. Third one, reaction with halogens. Okay. Third one, reaction of water with halogens. So what are the halogens? Halogens are fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. Okay, ma? So here water reacts with first chlorine. Water reacts with chlorine, forming two types of acid. One is HCl and another one is HOCl. HCl meaning you know hydrochloric acid or hydrogen chloride. HOCl meaning hypochlorous acid. Hypochlorous acid. Okay. This hypochlorous acid is used as a bleaching agent. So halogen, one of the halogen. Halogen is also written in the molecular form. You cannot write Cl. Cl2 reacts with water forming HCl and HOCl. HCl is hydrochloric acid, HOCl is hypochlorous acid. If it reacts with fluorine, water reacts with fluorine forming HF plus O2. So here two types of acid is formed. When hydrogen and water reacts with fluorine forming HF, hydrogen fluoride, and which gas is liberated? Oxygen is liberated. Okay, so some equations or reaction sites given and you can write the products. The question may be asked like this. Complete the following reactions. Okay ma? So water reacts with chlorine forming hydrochloric acid and hypochlorous acid, and water reacts with fluorine forming hydrogen fluoride and liberation of oxygen. Okay, so these are the reactions of water, chemical reactions. So a quick recap. First one, reaction of water with metals. Okay. First one we can see with alkali metals. With alkali metals, so cold condition, cold water forming hydroxide. Okay, so these hydroxide are more soluble. Next, with alkaline earth metals. With alkaline earth metals, so condition is hot. So product is hydroxide, that is less soluble in nature. Okay. So third one transition metals. So transition metals forming oxides. Okay, not hydroxide, oxide. So these are the metals that do not react with water. Next, with non-metals. So non-metals also sulfur, phosphorus, no reaction with water. Okay. So if carbon reacts with water, water condition, steam condition forming water gas. Okay, next compounds of non-metal, that is carbonate. This is the compound of carbon. Reacts with water forming bicarbonate and OH minus. Okay ma. Next, reaction of water with halogens. Two halogen reaction is given in your book. First one with chlorine. Two types of acid are obtained. One is HCl and another one is HOCl. What is the name of HOCl? Yes, hypochlorous acid. Whenever water reacts with fluorine forming hydrogen fluoride, that is HF. Okay ma. So in this video we can see uses of hydrogen, structure of water and ortho-para ratio, physical properties of water and chemical properties of water. Okay. Thank you students.